Welcome to another edition of Real Estate's Great. Here I am at my wonderful, beautiful, staged by Meredith Bear, Descente Drive listing in Studio City. This is on the market for 2.1 million. Give me a call if you want to see the property. Let's get into it today. Today's topic is tax. Now, my disclosure is I'm not a tax expert, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a chartered accountant or a tax attorney. So therefore, I always advise my clients, first and foremost, for tax issues and tax advice, go to a professional. We're realtors and we're not actually, supposed to give out in-depth tax information. But to be of service to my clients and to answer basic questions, I always love to be informed. So there's two things I want to just touch upon today. First of all is the obvious one, and it's what is the taxes as far as property ownership in California. Now, California in general is about 1% tax. It's probably one of the highest in the nation, according to my research. And in general, it differs then from county to county. Different counties are more desirable, obviously, and have slightly different rates. So here in Los Angeles County, it's approximately 1.25% currently. That's 1.25% currently. And, it's a must. Basically, you buy a new property, that rate is applied to, is a percentage of the sale price you pay. The assessor's sale price. Nothing to do with appraisal, nothing to do with what the property may or may not be worth. It's actually done by the government. The county will assess the property value, and if they decide it's worth $1 million, which is usually based upon what you pay for it, you'll be taxed 1.25% a million. So $12,000 or $13,000 a year, approximately on $1 million worth of property. So this property I'm in right now is Descente Drive. It's 2.1 million, so approximately the taxes will be around $26,000 per year just to live here. So even if you buy it outright and you pay no loans involved, cash sale, you still have to come up with that 26 for Uncle Sam once a year. So that kind of covers California taxation. Obviously, taxes are very, very deep, and I've bought and sold many houses and I still barely understand taxation and taxation law. So I always advise clients, contact your CPA, your chartered accountant, who does your taxes, to make sure you're advised. Because of one way to lose in investing and finances and business and money and owning properties is to not understand at least the basics of taxes, because of it's relentless. They're working every day to get your money, and you have to legally figure out how to avoid paying too much taxes. Tax haven comes to mind, a place where why super wealthy go to foreign countries and deposit money into different bank accounts in different countries, because of there is a legal way and an honest way to avoid paying too much taxes, as the large corporations can probably verify. The second thing I wanted to talk about today was, obviously, in all the news, the Republicans, let's not say too much about who they are, but the Republican Party are introducing a new tax bill that they haven't written into law, where they're going to be making a lot of changes that are going to affect a lot of property owners. And the reason I say this is because of whatever happens in the money world ultimately trickles down to sales and purchases, and it ultimately affects what I do, which is sell properties. So therefore, I never sort of avoid getting into the information that's out there, because of as far off as it may seem when it's being introduced, as it trickles into the system, it affects the market, and therefore it could affect what I do every single day, which is sell property. So I like to know and make sure I pass on the information to my clients. So right now I'm talking about this new tax law that's being written in, where there's going to be a lot of deduction limitations set in place on what you can claim and what you can't claim against your tax liability and what you pay on your property, which is going to affect California in particular, because we have such a high price point for property purchases, etc. So the more the price point, the more the taxes, as it were. So something to look into. I'll put that in the tag on the YouTube link so you could read up all about that. It's one of Donald Trump's, I didn't even want to say his name, but there it is. It's one of his first main written bills that he's writing into law, and it's going to affect everybody. So it's good to know. Here I am, Roger Drakes, and that's my 2 tidbits for the day. I'm going to try and keep the information coming. It's all aimed at buyers and sellers. It's not really agent training as such, because I'm still a trainee myself. But I'm going to keep all the tidbits coming just to add value to what I bring to to selling properties. So hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, the usual stuff, and I'll see you soon. Bye.